Helicopter is just spinning up. They might just barely get away. Get those rotors going. Artillery all around the helicopter. Can he make an escape? He goes to lift off another round instead of impacts. And just barely, unbelievable. The Blackhawk's able to get out. What an escape. You need that to happen. If you're the Americans right now, you do not want to lose this helicopter.
Hey guys, MoiDawg here, and today we've got another episode of Eye in the Sky where we take a look at a game of squad from the top down. And in this one, we've got the US up against the Chinese People's Liberation Army in Haryu. This is Haryu RAS V6. And the U.S. Army, the non-amphibious U.S., so we don't have the U.S. Marine Corps, is going up against the PLA, which is kind of like the PLA/PLA Naval Marine Corps. So a little bit of a mixture gives the Chinese a little bit more amphibious capability as they fight over Haryu. This match, however, isn't your typical Haryu. We're not fighting in the urban areas. We're not fighting in this kind of congested city blocks that you're used to in Haryu. No, we're along the outskirts. And in this game of Haryu, not only do we have a game that I think is really incredibly competitive, but also at points we have two teams that are trying their best to lose. I don't think I've seen a better game that shows the highs and lows of squad, so please sit back and enjoy the show. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and drop me a comment below with a map, game mode, or faction you'd like to see in the next one. And don't forget to check out the live streams over at twitch.tv/MoiDawg, as well as here on YouTube. Yes, I have now started streaming on YouTube. Every weekday, whenever I'm streaming live, pick your platform of preference, and I will see you there. But that's it for me. Enjoy the video. Peace. All right, Eye in the Sky, and we've got Haryu RAS V6. We are on board with the U.S. Army up against, what is it? The People's Liberation Army, I believe. Yes, PLA, the Chinese PLA. Haryu, the pseudo-amphibious PLA. This version of the PLA is like their army combined with that Plan MC, their kind of Naval Marine Corps. So they get the ZTZ tanks with the ZBD amphibious IFVs, a couple rib boats. It's a weird mix of amphibious for the Chinese. However, the American, it isn't the Marines. They have no amphibious vehicles. It is just their army. So a couple Abrams, a couple Bradleys, two helicopters that spawn in a couple minutes, and then some MAT-Vs, couple rib boats, and some Lajis. Should be a pretty fun game, even if only one side gets a bit more of the amphibious stuff. Missile silos underground, then trucking depot, all the way to training center, scrapyard, estate, Laminka truck stop, and then the Chinese main. So one of the less urban, I actually don't know if I've played this exact kind of RAS layer here. I do like seeing the non-typical layouts for maps like this, especially Haryu. You get a lot of the downtown Haryu areas, the kind of bridge fights, this industrial area as well. Downtown is pretty crazy, but it should be kind of cool seeing like this whole north side. Estate is also a really, really fun place to fight at, so I do hope we get some combat over there. But we are officially off, and let's see exactly. I'm in comms, right? Command hasn't, they've been kind of quiet. Yes, I'm in comms. We do have commander on one side at least, and the Chinese boats look like they are racing not towards Maine, but maybe looks like they're trying to land somewhere right around here. Not a bad place to push, kind of a very common your kind of midpoint area. Wouldn't be surprised if they run into some of the American troops who you have squad 5, or is it squad 6 rather, going to missile silos underground. So going to be kind of a slow start unless some boats run into each other due to the helicopters only. Should be just about now popping out. 30 seconds for the helicopters. But I'm excited. I'm excited. This north part of the map, Haryu, is such a large map. I mean, this airstrip is super cool. A lot of, I mean, how big is the actual hangar position? So hangars, you can see it's kind of a collection of these rectangular prisms. You actually have to fight through all the hangars. You can have squads enemy squads on the eastern one, friendly squads on the western one, and you can just stall the cap. Very, very fun to fight on. But once again, one of the maybe lesser played layers, lesser played RAS layouts as well. I am surprised at how little comms there is right now. Trying to squad 6 still has not gotten to, well, Aku, did he just, I think he got ran over actually. Wow. Akatsuki, his squad 6 marksman falling under the map and dying already. So good effort. Nice marksman play there. Missile silos underground now just starting to be captured by squad 6. And the squad 7 Chinese amphibious landing party has landed just south of the bridge. They are marking, they want to move up towards this intersection here. Not a bad spot. We'll see exactly. They don't actually have a Logi right now, so dropping a rally. The Logi boat is on the other side, squad 2, maybe setting up a fob for mortar support. Honestly, if you're doing this invasion thing, I'd like a fob on the western side. It's going to help your further advances. And the more... Something just exploded. Helicopter. Oh my gosh! The Chinese helicopter has already crashed. Okay, that is not what you want if you are on the Chinese side. Helicopter, as you can see, has landed in the drink there. And that is going to be a quick few tickets. 299 tickets to 294. Chinese down a helicopter. And we have a few enemy infantry ahead of this Abrams. Let's see if we have any hat. We do have hat, actually. Abrams pushing right down the rail, and he needs to be careful because the infantry are going to be on the right side. Perfect ambush position if they can get a shot off. Oh, very, very patient. Abrams scanning, might see the boat right in front of him. RPG misses. Oh, and they actually tag a vehicle, Chinese vehicle, across the river. And that is smoke, might be one of the ZBDs, one of the Chinese IFVs. And they've also spotted the radio. See who's firing at what right now. And that is the tank that they've... Yes, it is the tank. So we are already in a tank fight. And you can see just how far... Well, if your camera works a little bit better there, Moi, then I can actually see. And that is a long distance.
Does 8 have a crew with it? 8, you got a crew with that bird?
And you have the, I think it's the Mat V for support. We're going to turn this on. Infantry actually pushing out dismounts from the Mat V, and they have actually cleared out the AT. So although AT was in the perfect position to ambush this Abrams, not a single Abrams scratch on it. Oh, and just as I say that, hold on a second. You got ZTZ front. Ooh, and a second round impacts, and that Abrams needs to back out of dodge, and it will. Chinese armor. You have enemy. That's the second helicopter already destroyed. One crashes into the water. Squad 2, I believe, is the Abrams. Yep, Squad 2. Or Squad 2 with the Bradley, rather, using the ATGM.
Radio destroyed.
So Squad 2 with the Bradley, impressive, mopping up the boat from the from this little outlet here. Kills all of Squad 2, kills the boat, kills the radio they set up, and kills the helicopter.
Can we get a rep station there? That would be a good spot.
Impressive.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
So 313 tickets to 282. And Chinese armored car is racing down the rail.
Yeah, get heli to fill you up.
Very, very aggressive play, especially with American armor
Where am I? Am I at Forest
all
Industrial?
over the place. And hold on a second. CSK is going to be able to ambush Alaji and Mat V. Goes for the Mat V first because that's a much more dangerous target. And it is a remote weapon system, CSK2, so no chance to actually shoot. Oh my gosh, there's too many targets for him to focus on. You need to just kill something. Making sure no infantry dismounts, and knocks him out with an AP. Matt B is on fire. CSK is going to swap over and see this Logi. And you're going to want to hope, if you're the Americans, that you got your radio down and your supplies dropped. I don't know if... Oh, man, it's just... I think they're overheating. Taking way too much time to mop up this little ambush here. Swap into the infantry, and they're getting pinned. It's a target-rich environment for the Chinese armored car. And there you go. Here you see no radio dropped, and as you can see the outlines, it is just sheer chaos right in front. Sound Tap and Mean Metal with a massive ambush, taking out 2 vehicles. And I don't think this was a position. No, it was not an actual objective area, but that is an extremely important wipe, and they're going to run up.
Enemy Charlie got destroyed.
What did you destroy, Squad 2?
Light vehicle.
And they killed another IFV, or armored car again. Squad 2 in the Bradley has been tearing through the Chinese offense at the moment. CSK makes it to the other side and friendly side, and just as I say that, maybe a Carl Gustav. Yeah, Mustafa with the unfortunate miss, and the Carl Gustav, Tonya, Top Grunt, and CCP. Oh, really? Come on. Gee. All right. Okay. We're moving on. Hangars is being captured by Squad 2. It's Gavious, and since it's just no enemy capture ahead of him, training center is neutral, so only one person is needed to capture hangars. Squad 10 just by himself doing it. So taking a look at the map, and hold on, we are now in another tank fight. Abrams has somehow run into, I think, at least one ZTZ, might be 2. Wins Hydra the better Chewy. And that is both of them. Both ZTZs.
Both MBTs,
Oh.
we tracked one.
Yep, and they did.
Repair though.
Squad 7 with a huge escape, tracking one ZTZ and somehow getting out pretty much unharmed. ZTZ now starting to push down the bridge, and he has ZBD support as well. I'm gonna flash this map one more time. I know you guys are like, Moi, what are you doing with the map? Well, we need to make sure we see where exactly these armored vehicles are flanking to get you guys the best view. And it looks like, as we can see here, that Fringolo and Google flanking around, and they're going to catch the ZBD. Maybe unawares. ZBD pushing right over the bridge, and he's going to see a not too good target.
Squad 7.
Abrams
coming
pins
to you.
right through, but the ZBD with that giant turret does track the Abrams, and it gets another one in him. ZBD pops, but Abrams is going to be a sitting duck if they can get armored support.
Careful, we need backup.
Abrams, crew member,
No.
getting behind the tank itself, trying to see if he can get in a safe position to get those tracks up. Abrams firing their main gun, trying to make sure enemy infantry doesn't kill their crew, but it doesn't matter. ZTZ comes for the flank. And this might just be about donezo for the Abrams. You gotta hope for an ammo rack kill, and that's about it. Nice tracking. Oh, that's the second. ZTZ up on the hill, and that is just gonna be that. 2 ZTZs, just a bit too much for American armor. And try as you may, got a nice track.
We're holding this fob.
But I doubt Americans are going to come in with their armor right now to try to support what is now no longer
Or are you
anything.
copying that? 2 just died to a tank, presumably.
Yeah.
Fringlow, can you mark that?
Oh my goodness.
We
And
are trying to move to them, but we didn't make it in time.
yep, and they're
What do you suggest
North.
now?
North of E4. North of E4. He's coming in apparently.
Mustafa off to your left screen. You see a little blue dot running, trying to behind that
The second
that
tank is still...
tank, and might be aiming.
R4. He's in from the north of this Gear 4.
Mancoms with some good call outs on where exactly this armor is
We are going to
setting up.
north.
DTZ holding the bridge. But Mustafa off screen to our left is trying to get around with his Carl Gustav. Hopefully get a track.
Hey, somebody slap down a repair
Oh,
station.
Mustafa
please,
does
Grim. I
get
forgot to
knocked
do
out
that.
by Dirty Medic in the CSK. Armored vehicles for
6 or
China
9.
just
If you
working
guys are
really
up there,
well
slap
together
down
right
the
now.
station down
And
there. Go for it.
just as we say that, the Abrams, even though they knew the call out, oh, and they missed the shot. ZTZ impacts the front plate. Abrams misses theirs. And another one impacts from the ZTZ. Abrams finally gets a shot on. ZTZ peeking up, and that is 3 rounds into the Abrams. Oh, and they do track him. ZTZ might not have a shot after that good track from the Abrams. Abrams backing out with some defensive smoke as well. And we hear the engine of the ZTZ.
The other tank's coming up.
Abrams on our right gets impacted by the ZTZ. 2 ZTZs coming in, and now we have the Bradley. Oh, Anthony the Best has a screaming baby on on microphone.
Holy shit.
Might have to take care of that instead of whatever vehicle. ZTZ. Oh, no, they miss it. Bradley with the ATGM. ATGM knocks the old husk of the blown out CSK. It is just armored chaos in the intersection right now. Bradley trying to peek again, but you can see both ZTZs are tracked at the moment. Bradley with some smoke. And now you're going to have multiple crews out, and
Yeah, both tanks
oh, they
are
might
still-
actually call in. Oh, one tank is up and moving. But they actually might call in. I saw an airstrike coming in, and that is...
I think I missed that. I might have missed that. I think I missed that.
Oh, I
Let's see
think
backs
he
up.
missed it. We'll see. Command trying to call in an airstrike. It should be right about here, but I am guessing that this airstrike is going to be a little bit kind of threading the needle between the CSK off to our left. A10 needs to get on target quick. Oh, and there it is. It buzzes. And wow.
Can we get squad 8?
A10
Center for construction.
misses a stationary target. And you hate to see it.
Fresh tank marks on the map.
Oh, and there you go. 50 cals just opening them up.
That was one tank. Our track.
Did you guys
Bradley now back in action. You hear that Bushmaster starting to, I think, try to lay into some engine and track as well.
No, I did
mean,
not. I just told you no. I hit the other tank. I hit the Chinese tank. Looking right at it.
Yeah, but our tank got blown up by the airstrike.
Not by my airstrike, bud. You're confused, sir.
Oh,
Got struck nowhere near you. You saw it on the map.
no way. Did the Chinese
They
commander?
have airstrikes as well, bud.
Oh, the Chinese commander also called it an airstrike. They were timed
I
perfectly.
just heard 8-10 shooting, then we got blown up.
Yeah, it's just happenstance. I was looking right out.
Oh
watched it
no,
come
there
down.
it is.
Hit a Chinese
Might
tank.
might have been a Chinese AT nearby that actually knocked him out instead of that. But hearing the A10 and popping at the same time, American tank crew think that they actually got friendly
You got
fired,
enemy
which
tank
isn't the case.
Destroyed?
No, they're both sitting on each other. They're moving.
A lot of
south
chaos.
On the MSR, they're marked on the map. We engined one of them.
Hydra and Jonas pulling their tanks all the way back, and they're going to have to
Moving
RTB
south. They're
and
moving
repair.
south.
A tough
Yeah, they're both
situation, but honestly, the U.S. infantry are doing the work that the vehicles aren't. I mean, you got to give credit for the Bradley, at least. They've been trying to harass, knocking out some vehicles early on and still getting in there, trying to make sure the ZTCs don't get free kills. But you can see Scrapyard is being secured right now. That is a... And we see Ricky goes down, the last Chinese infantry on the point. This mark is a radio. This kind of hourglass red mark sitting on your screen is the Chinese radio. That is going to be also minus 20 tickets as the Chinese have been completely pushed off these objectives. So now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flags for the U.S. and only 1, 2, 3 left for the Chinese here in about 1 minute, or actually 30 seconds when this is captured. At the moment, you also have Squad 9. They finally have their helicopter back up. Squad 4, it looks like all hands on deck. Squad 7 have also dismounted here. Looks like Squad 4 might be trying to bring a Logi boat also to Estate. Estate looks like the point that they're going to try to just shore up and defend. U.S. infantry completely swarming the map. And as good as the Chinese vehicles are right now, the American infantry have got it.
Objective capture. Move to the next
There you go. 313 tickets, though, to 273.
Scrapyard.
The map right now is very U.S. heavy, but and U.S. favored. You see, it just looks like a little satchel team. CQB, I don't know what they're trying to do. Spec Ops team trying to do something crazy out in the back lines, but you're going to have a lot of movement still if the Chinese have a nice last stand at Estates. If they can withstand enough of the pressure, have a good fob that doesn't get overrun right away.
For any of us to push over there.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
They can
sorry,
actually
wrong chat. I
hold
was
that
just gonna say
point
that to
and
you
give
guys,
enough
too.
time
I was just talking
so
my
that
ass.
way another
Meant to be
infantry
talking
squad
about
can
you
get
guys. There's no
south of
reason to push
Scrapyard
over
and try to
there.
push
Let 'em have
that.
a state. Let them come over here and play defensively. Best RP the game's got to offer, boys.
Wow. Okay. The America is not Americaning right now. America is sitting back and defending from having the momentum right now instead of taking advantage of that momentum, picking up with their helicopters, moving with their MAT-Vs and armored vehicles. The U.S. are actually sitting back on Scrapyard and allowing the Chinese team to set up on Estate. We're going to go take a quick look over here, but this might prove to be a very bad decision. It might come back to haunt the U.S. here. You have a few infantry now. Squad 6 are moving at least on foot out. You see Charlie move mark, probably Charlie fire team in Squad 6 moving out here. But
We got supplies coming to Scrapyard.
absolutely nothing set up right now
Alright, we can go
on
ahead now.
Estate.
Squad 8, can we get another construction run to the training center?
Yeah. Apparently chicken
We
didn't
have-
the space station. I couldn't get my toe up.
Oh,
We
yeah,
have enough
yeah,
of a
yeah.
presence in this area. I would personally put the fucking spawn point close, real close. Hide the radio somewhere close, and then get the spawn point like right on Scrapyard. We have enough spawn points around it.
Take a look at their fob radius, what he's talking about. So we have, when he says we have a lot of spawn points near Scrapyard, so it's not always best to put a fob on the objective, as we just saw Chinese lose the objective, lose the fob on Scrapyard because no one is defending it. Command right now is saying we have a almost backup fob, attack fob to Scrapyard down south. We have one on Training Center northwest. Training Center, yeah, that fob is on the objective,
Rick, can
but
you divert to
it's not an
Scrapyard so we
active
can
point
redo
right
that?
now, and you can use that one to also push in. You can get your
Sure.
rallies down here. So putting a fob actually on Scrapyard in this instance is actually a pretty good idea, as I hear another vehicle just explode, and not quite sure what that was. Might have been a Logi. Trying to look at the helicopters. Seem to have a tendency to explode right now. So
13,
command
move to the chopper, put the radio. Thank you.
being a little bit more defensive here on the U.S., but that is not going to stop the MAT-V convoy as we see infantry picking
down
up
next.
and moving. I love seeing infantry actually use their vehicles in squad. It's a lot more common with infantry combat overhaul because, one, you move slower as infantry, but two, having these 50 cals actually up top and offering suppression, it's incredibly helpful. And we're gonna back up a little bit because that is totally
Hey,
not
guys,
copyrighted music.
Squad Leader 5
Infantry
got
right
shot
in
from
front.
nowhere.
That's crazy.
And that's AT right into the engine. Matt V, now you have infantry dismount. Matt V hasn't hit a single thing yet. And instead of trying to help the ambushers or the ambushees, oh, hold on a second. Back up, Matt V. Now you have 3, and the flanking Matt V has taken the high ground as well. Infantry dismount on the far end. We can see Deceiving running up the hill. Nicky Butts and Ghost of Pies running their Matt V straight through. Oh! Google and Fringlow, they not only hit a mine, but also take AT from Captain Swamp in the front. And Technical now trying to lay in. But Technical has no way to actually shoot anyone on the Matt V at the moment because it is a remote weapon system Matt V, driver and gunner protected. Infantry still have not dismounted aside from Deceiving, who went down. Sappermans and Tynus out left. They're trying to get each other up, trying to get more infantry. And this is, oh my goodness, another mine. Nicky Butts, the only remaining one in that Matt V as Ghost pops. And this is going to be an easy 20-ticket pinata for these Matt Vs. Something crazy. I've seen crazy things happen. I mean, Man in a Tree, Nicky Butts, and Weeper, they might be able to pull off the incredible here. Weeper pushing right up the front door and takes a grenade to the face. A little bit of shrapnel. He's going to have to back up and get his bandage here in a second. Hideki, Kikiki, Midas, Sinister, Captain Swamp, all the Chinese in this estate itself. And honestly, with all these heavy machine guns, they're going to be feeling a lot of that suppression. Sapperman's coming around the backside. Not sure if he has any AT. Pulling out his rifle, and Weeper finally goes down. Fringlow trying to repair the engine and tires of their Ford Matt V. Sapperman's goes down. Nicky Butts with a fantastic kill, preventing that flank. Man in a Tree now pushing up to the main steps.
Nice display.
And RPG misses, hits a tree.
There's enemy close northeast, Scrapyard. They're all marked.
Driver back up, and maybe they're going to see a little bit of an exfil or just a reposition. Tynus on the backside now trying to get eyes on this Matt V party. I'm surprised, though. Oh, good shots. Sinister actually, I think he might have either min-armed or it went completely past this Matt V. And they've managed, one Matt V does pop AT right into that armored car on the backside of the estate. One of the American Matt V's finally down. Only have 2 left. But this remote weapon system, you can see that Hab
7 would have to ask.
right sticking out of the estate building. Another Matt V pops, and this is not good. Hold on a second. Nicky Butts with a double kill.
As soon as it's available, we're using it. I don't care if I drop it.
Nicky Butts still alongside the outskirts, but now you see wins and a lost pet rock. Well, it doesn't matter. Captain Swamp with the hat, and he mops it up. Man in a tree. Looks like he's in a tree right now on the top floor of estate. But that is that. A little bit of a careless, reckless run into estate makes Man in a Tree actually knocks out Hideki. Makes 3 Matt V's go down. That is 15 tickets, as well as the infantry. A good 20 or so tickets. Man in a Tree finally goes down. 287 tickets for the U.S., 241 for the Chinese. Very aggressive play. At the end of it, doesn't really do anything other than lose tickets. They never even set up a rally.
Once again, if we all focus on holding the scrapyard here, we win the game. If we hold these fops that we've got, we win the game.
Bradley
But what if I want to die?
knocking
I don't
out
want
the
you to die.
CSK. Bradley is going to be spooked by the ZTZ, and they track him. Oh no, they don't. Very lucky that the Bradley didn't get tracked right there. He's trying to back up, waiting for that defensive smoke. ZTZ catches some air. Oh, they hit a mine. The ZTZ hits a mine. And the rest of the armored column goes around on the chase for the Bradley. One ZTZ out of the action. That might just save the Bradley crew. Bradley is just hightailing it with smoke behind. And now you also have the helicopters coming in. Blackhawk flying by as well. You can see another smoke trail up off ahead, and that Bradley is just, he does not want any of this. Good smoke through, and we're trying to see exactly where he's going to pull off, just off here. Trying to look if there's another vehicle that can ambush him. Squad 9 in there. Bradley.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Squad 9. The chasing Bradley might have just inadvertently hurt his buddies. And hold on, Bradley now firing at the helicopter. ZTZ still firing, trying to take a oh no!
What's the deal on build coming to the main fob here? We need build on
A second time a Chinese helicopter has just crashed, and I think they got a little careless trying to play keep away and chase Grand Theft Auto. Oh, ZBD misses the first shot. Abrams pops smoke, and we don't even know where that impact went. Oh, I do think that Bradley is tracked. Oh, they're ammo racked. Unbelievable. ZTZ with the once-in-a-lifetime shot through the smoke impacts the Bradley's ammo, and there she goes. Squad 2 Bradley. Well, there you go. Like we've seen all game, American infantry are showing up, and so are the Chinese vehicles. And they're just rolling through. And if they're not careful, the Squad 9 Bradley, which you can see all the way down here, he's kind of off-road, but this armored column, they are just charging in, underrunning. And this is the problem you're going to run into if you are the U.S. right now. You're giving the enemy team a lot of space. You can see Squad 5 up here. He's flanking all the way around, trying to see if I see a Squad 5 move mark. None yet. The Squad 5...
If we've got six, what I would have you do is jump into a heli and run over there and see if you can't put a fob down. If you guys want to be offensive, jump in a heli and do it organized. Like, let's go over and get a fob down and see if you can't tickle them a little bit, see what's going on.
So command suggesting that Squad 6 get an attack fob via helicopter. That way set down and they can attack, but more so
let's have a heli pick up 6 in his guys if he's
not wanting the entire team to do it. What we were saying earlier, the problem that you're going to run into is if you are so defensive, and the U.S. is playing defensive, even though they are up 50 tickets, but at the moment when you just lose all your vehicles and you're just sitting pretty, the more caps that you have, it actually gives the other team more opportunities. I'm not quite sure what Ice Cap is doing right now with all the enemy vehicles nearby. You could just get easily fly swatted, and ZTZs, we can see front left. Oh no, this could be horrible. Squad 6 is being picked up in the helicopter. All right, this is the situation.
If he's not...
Squad 6... Well, he's picking up one, but the 2 tanks, we can see just north of this helicopter position for those tanks, and they're going to have a perfect view. You can see they're hidden right now, hidden from any helicopters, hidden from UAVs. I mean, the enemy armor right now, this Chinese armor being very, very smart. The more defensive you play, the more opportunities for losing these entire routes to armor. You have Squad 5 who's now come around the backside with a really nice attack fob, and they are going to inadvertently maybe run into the training center backup fob. This could just be I don't want to say a comedy of errors for the U.S., but maybe just a little bit more, you know, in a game like this, it had been, what, 25 minutes or so from the start. Not too many tickets lost either side. Personally, I don't like being defensive at this stage of the game. I mean, this is such a large map. So many things can happen that you're really... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no! ZBD knocked out the tail rotor of the Blackhawk, doing... Oh, my goodness! And he managed to save it! Crash lands just northeast of the objective, but the helicopter does not explode. And Ice Cap is alive, but barely. Only picked up 1 infantry And unfortunately, they're not able to even get a fob down. This is Squad 8 is a pilot. I mean, he could swap to an SL kit if he wants to, so that way only has
you can probably kill them all.
only one
You just got hit.
player nearby to
Watch
drop that
but
radio
I've
and try to
not
get something
seen
up,
this
but it
guy
is not going to
anywhere.
happen. Lizard Hands, Aghast, Sinistar. I mean, you got a whole bunch of friendlies for the Chinese infantry trying to push in as we hear, uh-oh, here it goes. CSK coming in, and they see a nice, juicy target. Run away indeed. CSK is going to have an easy helicopter kill, and that is going to make matters worse for the U.S. This is the danger you run into when you play a little too defensive early on. You're letting a state build up a few careless attacks. You've now lost a couple vehicles, and there you go. Bradley now goes down to the armored column that's running free. 253 tickets to 223. It is now a 30 ticket game instead of a 50, and you have Squad 5 from the Chinese side. Hold on a second. Need to get a little bit closer here because the map will not render in all of the little attack marks. And there you go, Squad 5. They actually had not... Oh, man, I love this by Squad 5. Bush Light... Oh, God, come on, really? Okay, okay. We have... Oh, my gosh, your names, guys. You have Squad 5 SL. I thought they were going to drop a radio here. They didn't even drop a rally. That's a little... Or maybe they did and picked it up. But Training Center, they dropped infantry. They ran over. Training Center FOB is now dug down and on bleed out by the 5 infantry. They've now set up an attack FOB that they don't realize that this is the next objective. This is a catastrophe for the U.S. right now. You have a Chinese armor that is roaming free. There are no armored vehicles for the U.S. You have a Chinese FOB that is set up and sat down.
There's 2 tanks sitting up there. I can't. Oh, there.
Sat down
There, guys.
on
You see that? I don't know.
the
but they must
American
have a
FOB
repair
and
station. I'm not
objective.
seeing the radio or a
It's
fob
going to be
up there.
a tie ball game
Yeah,
here in
it's
about
obviously
27. There we go,
hangers.
227 tickets, 221, because that radio goes down, and you are now in a perfect attack FOB position for the Chinese to
I'm not
attack
seeing much of a
Scrapyard.
strike for me. You guys have any thoughts on targets for Artie here?
Weeper takes out one. Ricky falls back a bit. Loot 47 as well nearby.
Command, we're gonna take out these 2 tanks or like their ratios.
And he sees the hab. That's actually a huge spot. Weeper actually seen these stakes. And you know what? If he digs it down right now, that could be huge. Weeper could come up big for his team right now. Needs to make this play. Oh, a marksman from behind takes him out. If you dig this down. Oh my goodness. Who is that? Ivo in the back is digging down the radio. And Weeper, if he digs this down, they're going to run out of build too. And they're not going to have any chance to keep it up. I'm not sure if Weeper is digging it. Looks like, oh, Ivo did get killed on the radio.
More build on Scrapyard.
Weeper. I dig this down if I'm him. Yes, he is. He's going to dig it down. This could be the game right here. I'm not exaggerating.
Hey, chick, the phone I have.
You dig this down.
They wasted all my supplies on.
The Chinese have no way to build it unless you have a resupply. And there it goes. Squad 5 loses their hab because they never dug it up. And they have no more build. They're going to need a helicopter resupply. The entire... Oh, and they heavy stacked ammo. Another A-10 strike, trying to see exactly where that is. Oh, and they nailed it!
Strike missed.
Nice, nice.
No, they didn't! They missed it! A second A-10 has missed!
Unbelievable. Command tries to kill a second A10. Hold on a second. We need to get over here. We'll get back to those shenanigans.
I need practice on that. That's the only reason I used it. We're doing so well. I didn't see where to drop Artie. I didn't want to waste the Artie.
It's all right. It happens to the best of us. I don't know if it's happened
Just
twice,
forgive me, okay?
but A10 has missed 2 stationary ZTZs in one game. That's gotta be. Yep. And man, you have the opportunity to kind of turn your game around there. You have to take that, and Command unfortunately flubs this. Okay, back to that means the American armor is still going to be lopsided because ZTZs are up and moving here shortly. Training Center Fob, they went heavy on the ammo. It looks like they went like 2,400 ammo and 600 build, which means they just have enough build, the Chinese, to drop 1 ammo crate and one hat. That's 600 total. Because of this, they now need to hold this position until they get a helicopter resupply. So that is Squad 8 is the only helicopter up right now, and he needs to get a helicopter
They're stuck
resupply.
up there or what? Are they tracked?
Yeah, they're stuck here with us.
Right now, Weeper has single-handedly prevented the Chinese team from overwhelming the Americans on training, giving his team just a little bit of time to hold on, and now you actually have a nice half a squad starting to push Training Center. Squad 4, Matt V as well, trying to push him. I still don't see a Squad 5 rally. Oh, there it is, Squad 5 rally. Very good rally, by the way. And the only thing, it's a little close to the road, so vehicles driving by can squash it. Maybe here is a little bit safer. But that's really nit picking on this, more or less. And hold on a second. Did the Matt V hit? They hit a mine as well. So this is Wooly. Oh, there it goes. Oh wow, Max goes flying, and so does Man in a Tree. Nearly lands in a tree. Matt V goes down to Chinese AT.
You gotta watch the map for mines.
Is he alive? No, he is not. Oh no, Wolfie is. Yeah, he's dead. He looks like he's alive on that radio, but he is donezo. And here it is.
Accurate radio mark.
There you go.
West of Scrap.
Okay, this is a very important resupply. And no! Chinese helicopter tries to dodge every vehicle and instead lines up perfectly for the Matt V. Oh my goodness!
I was practicing, man. Okay? I was practicing. Okay?
This is unbelievable. One Matt V in the perfect spot takes out the resupply helicopter. Chinese air unable to help out their abandoned, stranded Squad 5, just trying to hold down a radio in perfect attack position. Both sides, I think, right now are failing upwards. 188 tickets to 198. China still with a little bit of that advantage. And now you have Samsonite. Sorry for the quick camera movement. Samsonite. This is the danger. Samsonite has now snuck in, and he has found a radio. Ivo's going to try to quickly deal with that, but you have the tactical shooter. Let's see if he is tactical right here. Tactical might see AT on the other side. Tactical needs to be tactical. Oh, he's so not tactical right now. Unable to kill Ivo. Ivo going for the bandage, and unfortunately, that means the radio is not on bleed. It is not spawnable right now, but it is not on bleed, and Ivo might be pushed into Ragebeard the Red. Ivo is hightailing it away. It's a great escape. Can he make it? He's going for the pistol. Oh. Computer, don't fail me now. Ragebeard the Red going for the pistol. Ivo with the reload. Oh no! Swaps to his bullpup rifle and knocks him out. Ragebeard the Red able to
finish that off, and that
Three,
looks
wait for
like
me,
that will
man.
be another
Wait for
radio
me
down.
and main 3, please, 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 please.
And here we go.
Give up. Attack marks. Accurate.
This is not looking good for the U.S. It is all falling apart. And like we said about 20 minutes ago, sometimes you need to take advantage of the momentum because now you're just inviting pressure. Squad 7 going to be digging down another radio. That's minus 20 tickets. Squad 5 still waiting for their build, but no other enemies nearby to threaten that. Private Joe Walker trying to charge right into the fob. And he gets killed. Still, you're having a lot of pressure now. You still have the vehicles, the armor, both CBDs up on this northern road. You have the ZTZ as well. Let's try to take a look at, oh my goodness, American armor. And they are going one by one. This is an American Abrams all by himself on the western side in hangars. And if he goes up this road, he's going to run into a huge ambush. 182 tickets to 186. And it is now, uh-oh. American Abrams moving down this MSR. And he's holding it a little bit. He knows that there's been a lot of vehicles, a lot of infantry killed. Fob has gone down on this north side, and he needs to be careful. And especially because you have Max. He's right actually next to a Squad 5 rally. And you have coming down the main strip, ZTZ. Abrams engine off so you don't give anything away. And with commander, gunner, driver all pointing forward, this should be a perfect spot if they're patient for that ZTZ. ZTZs have been extremely aggressive lately, but they're wolfpacking it. If one ZTZ dives, rather. Oh, hear the tracks now. Abrams getting ready for the ambush. They don't pull the trigger. Incredible trigger discipline. They're keeping tracks on it. Oh, just as I say that, they missed.
Be advised, we got enemy light pick right here.
Oh, they didn't miss. They did impact, but they did not track. And now it's the Americans' turn. ZBD taking shots at the Blackhawk, but Lav Boy Actual and crew are trying to just barely get away, and they might. 147 tickets now to 180. That fob has gone down, and the two fobs that surrounded Scrapyard half an hour ago, well, they're now reduced to one, and that is the only one on the point. That is not where you want to be, and the Abrams is backing up. He knows where there's one tank, there's going to be at least two more vehicles nearby. Abrams is getting out quick. The U.S. is just collapsing at the moment. Helicopter resupply trying to come in for Scrapyard. Need to be very careful. They lose the tail rotor. Seeker and Nathan. Oh, that is not what you want right now. And especially when you have Chinese artillery is coming on the point.
They only captured 3 points. So they had far less hits than us to begin with.
Lab Boy Actual trying to get a little bit of positivity into the situation, but I'm telling you right now, it is not a good spot that they're in. And especially when you tie in the artillery that's about to happen.
Just in case we fuck up. If it doesn't work out, we're just pushing from this hab to estate.
American Fob is about to get obliterated, flattened, whatever adjective you want to use. That's what it's going to look like afterwards. Dead, disappeared, wiped. And that is just the worst time to crash your helicopter on this position here. Artillery ranging shot, and now you're going to see the Americans scrambling, trying to run from the top of the roof position that they had. Helicopter is just spinning up. They might just barely get away. Get those rotors going.
Artillery all around the helicopter. Can he make an escape? He goes to lift off another round instead of impacts. And just barely, unbelievable, the Blackhawk's able to get out. What an escape. You need that to happen. If you're the Americans right now, you do not want to lose this helicopter. Unbelievably clutch from the American pilot. Artillery just obliterating Scrapyard.
9, I'm just gonna warn you, bud, that they're gonna be pushing from that direction. So if you guys leave that fog completely unattended, it's probably gonna get rolled over.
Good comms. 139 tickets for the U.S., 165 for the Chinese. And this is the situation again. Squad 2 in their Abrams has fallen all the way back to hangars. They do not want to get caught ambushed again. You see Squad 1 in the Blackhawk. The Blackhawk is actually scouting the ZTZ. ZBD up for a flank. Other ZTZ nearby. And did the helicopter just crash again? Oh my goodness, the helicopter just crashed again. The Chinese helicopter just face planted into the point. I have no idea how that happened. Hey, Moi, we would have seen what happened if you closed the map. I know, but I didn't expect that.
From somewhere.
That tow was from downtown.
Oh, an ATGM actually nails it. Might have been... I don't even see, actually. Either way, 129 tickets to 151, and...
I would say at this point, all hands on deck at Scrapyard. 9's got their shit going on over there. That's fine. We may be able to pull some.
So this may be the game on this fight right now. You have a lot of infantry hold up on Scrapyard. You have a handful of Chinese infantry just east of the, just south of the position, trying to get on the point, because we can see where the cap is here. It's this dome, a half dome right here. Now, this is what can cause problems. Hold on a second. This also might cause problems.
Both things are on the
Chinese helicopter coming in for a resupply. Once again, helicopters this game have not been in a good spot. And there's a lot of things that can go wrong. Looking at the map real quick for this helicopter, but this is finally, if they're able to knock out this helicopter again, you're going to be in a bad spot for the Chinese. You have this attack fob. They finally did get the hab up, but you have so many infantry just away from your objective area. Very hard to get land lodging in. Build an ammo. Oh my goodness! AT knocks the tail rotor, and oh, it's going too hard. It's going too fast, and there it goes. Z8G pops after trying so hard to finally get some resupply in, and American AT just quickly deals with it. Here with the dire Okami with a fantastic shot. That is another critical resupply down, and 125 tickets to 137. Both sides just, oh my goodness. It's anybody's game right now. Anybody's game. And the only thing that can change is if Squad 7 here has completely abandoned the point. And it doesn't look like they have. We're going to quickly look on. This is the important duty of Squad 7. It's not fun all the time, but whenever you do get in contact and you're able to push out an attack, it feels really good. So Squad 7 and Command actually, Looky, they need to be on their game. A handful more infantry nearby, and that hab is going to be overrun. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, so 40-meter range, and that hab is going to be unspawnable for the Chinese. There is an American rally really close. Not sure I like how close that is, but see the objective area nearby, and Nicky Butts and men in a tree digging down. They are breaching, and that is a whole bunch of infantry bunched up. If there was one grenade,
give me a attack request.
If you have a
want it.
grenade, now's the
If you
time to
got a
use
good
it.
Target, give me attack request, because I'm not seeing shit up here. As far as like infantry on the ground, they've got their shit hidden well.
They see us, bro. Back up. They're right there.
Marksman. They don't see us.
1 second.
He really doesn't.
Oh, I do see a fob. I do see a fob.
Yeah. Hold on, wait. Not yet.
There you go.
Get the guy on the right. You ready? Ready? 30.
Oh my goodness, they pulled it off! I'm gonna get the guy on the left, you get the guy on the right. And what a wipe! And oh, they go for the grenade back.
Artemis coming, boys. Here he comes.
They see us for sure.
Shut up, E. You shut up. With your
Oh, grenade, there you go.
With your deep, sexy ass voice, boy. Get you on the lips.
What an ambush. That was textbook. You might have wanted to open up with a grenade to start, but a bunch of infantry down on the point, and the hab is still spawnable for the Chinese. 119 tickets to 116, but this has caused a whole bunch of chaos in the Chinese back lines, and now you have Deceiving is actually doing quite well, living up to his name. Deceiving coming in on the backside of the objective as well. Is it Skoxy moving down, trying to link up with him? Oh, tosses a grenade, but Nicky Butts goes down. We'll see how the grenade goes. A little short.
Please do.
115 tickets to 114. Smoke now popping out. And you have infantry streaming in. Johnny Trouble, Max,
possible hab mark down there.
Tarth. A bit more infantry, and this hab is going to be overrun. Need to be very careful if you're trying to. Honestly, at this point, you need to push out and take out whoever's attacking you. Sound tap with the right idea. Nicky Butts goes down. Man in a tree still up. Tarth up.
One's coming on the road behind.
You need to get to your perimeter here, because the way that this fence is laid out, it actually protects. And oh, sound tap with another kill. Man in a tree goes down. Tarth, the only one on the outside here. E running back, and he's running on the kind of the rally side. Johnny Trouble and Max breaching. You need to close the gap. If you're the Americans, to overrun that spawn point. Tarth does get killed by the couple of Chinese infantry that have pushed out to the wall. And you're about to have a hab overrun. Hab is overrun.
Right now, look east. Down the road, east.
The only spawn point right now for the Chinese is a rally way off the point. And if Sound Tap doesn't squash the rally that we see right on the outside, that hourglass, blue hourglass figure in about center of your screen. Oh my goodness, Deceiving has managed to get on top of the house. Deceiving running in. Dandy just barely tags him. Deceiving going for a bandage. Might be a little too passive, and he gets blasted, but does it matter? More infantry coming in. Americans are streaming in. Who sees who first? And you need to pull your rifle up at this point. Infantry trying to burst in, and there you go. It is all over next to the radio. He wants to completely destroy this. Oh, grenade being tossed out. Emplacement nearly down. And pushing in, but misses. Oh, and there it is. Little crossfire. Bodies pile up in the front of the door. And here it is. K. Max Solnum. Oh, and there, Private Joe Walker. Oh, man, this was so close for the U.S. Their rally was just a little too close. Private Joe Walker able to get out and squash that rally right as Man in a Tree, Nicky Butts, and Johnny Trouble come in, but Hab will be respawnable, and infantry are going to spawn back, and that is going to stall the attack for now. Unbelievable. 88 tickets. The U.S. have once again regained the lead. The Chinese have tried to attack Scrapyard, but they still have been unable to really break through defenses, even with artillery. And I'm trying to see if we've lost any big vehicles if you're China. Nope. Two tanks still up. ZTZs are up. Looks like, oh, hold on a second. American armor. Or, sorry, anti-tank, rather. Looking like they want to
but not a lot of infantry.
engage the ZTZs. AT looks like they were able to ambush. I'm not sure if they got both the tanks. Maybe. There we go. Nope. Shady Goldfish, the better Chewy. Their ZTZ is still up. AORUS of Seoul is L. Harry off to our left. We're in the ambushing crew. And one ZTZ tracked, but they're going to try to get that up really quick. And there is no ammo at this fob. So even if the Evo, I'm not sure how much ammo he has, but even if they're able to respawn the AT, you can't kill everything here. Just not enough ammo to resupply. 84 tickets to 75. China now, they actually might lose this. They were in the driver's seat just a few minutes ago, but it looks like maybe losing some armored vehicles. Infantry just grinding against the scrapyard point. It looks like a very, very touch-and-go situation now. And Hideki unable to knock out the Blackhawk. His AT round sailing by into the trees. Blackhawk with a clutch resupply, and that is Potato Rex. So infantry mopped up on the south side. Chinese infantry mopped up. These are the attackers earlier on the scrapyard. There's still the fob on the northwest of the position, but we are once again looking like, man, I would have been confident that the Chinese team was about to come out with a very resounding dub. But at the moment, both teams are trying to lose the game. And right now, I'm not sure who's going to be the most successful one. Look at all the bodies right now, all these red horizontal lines.
No doubt about it.
That means it's a person who has not given up yet. And hold on a second. Pardon the quick
We'd be in trouble.
camera movement. That was an anti-tank round that went off. ATGM, rather.
Yeah, it wasn't effective.
I think.
Not as effective as my MoiDawg strike.
Yeah, man in a tree. Actually, I think he just impacted trying to waste 500 ammo there.
Scrapyard tanks.
So American infantry getting on top of a state, using the Chinese ATGM for a second.
Enemy tank mark is accurate on my observe.
Trying to see Squad 2 now has a rally. This is a Squad 2 rally. American rally. Trying to look for another Squad 9 rally. Hopefully they get it again. This is a very, very tough situation for both teams. It is a 4-ticket game. Quite impressive that it's gotten down to this. Let's look at how much armor you have. Both Bradleys and the Abrams at main. It almost looks like the Americans are just deciding not to use armor. It is just too dangerous. The Chinese armored crews are too effective. They're just ticket pinatas. 68 tickets to 67. It's really going to come down to the wire here.
Northwest of Scrapyard. We need bodies on Scrapyard.
You see all the red in a state. You have just a handful up on the outskirts.
So hard to take, and there's never any point to push up those hills, dude. We've got 5 of 8 points.
Infantry smoking out of state as they try to push this wall.
Yeah, it's really heavily fortified, and they are starting with the...
Yeah, no, it's a cocksucker to take, dude. It's a cocksucker to take.
I will say, if they had one more attack squad, or that rally was just a little bit further, the American squad just a few minutes ago would have knocked out the objective. So it is very, very close because of where the hab location is. And how far this fence is, it is not that difficult for infantry to overrun the hab. Rage Be the Red going high, and Johnny in trouble because he just has a pistol out. Wait, Nikki Butt's also with the pistol. Both sides deciding to use a pistol, and, well, that's what happens. Infantry still pushing up on both sides. We're getting a fence battle. Not the ATGM. Oh, trying to hit the helicopter way out in the distance. That'd be a hell of a shot if they managed to hit it. I'm going to see if maybe give them one more shot at trying to do that. That is a little too far there, buddy. I mean, I like ATGM shots. I don't know. You can prove me wrong. I think the Black Hawk is a little too high.
Right to the 5th point, held the 5th point the entire time, and still lost the fucking game. That would be absolutely mind-blowing.
Well, they're about to do it, actually. 51 tickets to 63. And you got to thank Armor for the Chinese side because of that.
I don't know about y'all boys, but we're having fun pushing the state. It's a killer.
And honestly,
yeah, I'm not trying to be a dick to anybody, but just a reminder that there was never any point in pushing past the inlet. There was never any point going to the east side of the map. We have five of 8 POIs. We can easily just hold the middle of the map.
This is a really interesting. I think I would love if anybody on the American side, squad lead, command, anybody, if they watch this back and they still think that not pushing east was a good idea. Based on what we know now from behind the sky and watching.
We're lucky to have been this far, I think.
Watching how the Chinese armor just ravaged the north side.
Saved by sheer incompetence.
And allowing the Chinese to build this up. I wonder if they regret not being aggressive.
I don't know about you guys, but I am perfectly competent.
Because the 36 tickets that the US has right now, I would say is not because of the infantry grind on this point. There's actually been very few tickets lost here.
That's why we play squad.
Even if you include the Mat Vs that kind of YOLO rushed earlier.
I should have just took it serious.
Yep, you have a couple misplays by command. Lab Boy actually saying that right now. I kind of screwed up with the A10s.
Right. I always miss just barely.
Those two A10s, if they hit, that would have completely changed the game. And then I think at that point, if you don't attack east here, that's a little bit better. You don't have to worry that much about the armor, but 31 tickets to 52. The game right now, it's 15 tickets for a tank. If you kill 2 tanks, that's 30 tickets, and you're at a tie game. You're actually up by 7-8 tickets right now.
Tank squad is online.
And now ZBD, Golden, and Golden Potato. They are, I think this is the hab here. Yep, they are on the hab. And this is, yep, that's just not going to go well for them. And it is, I would say, slowly but surely going to go down.
We have eyes on enemy NBTs.
Skoxy with a nice shot. Oh, and Golden with an even better shot to knock out the AT that just tracked him. But it is not going the US's way. It's a lot closer game near the end of it than I thought. Both sides seemingly doing everything in their power to just not come out clutch and win it outright. Let's see what the final few blows will be. Abrams is now... Hold on a second. We still might have...
There's one on my observe moving east towards the main road.
You might have a little bit of a redemption here. This could be game-changing. Abrams, right down the main road. They're at a repair station, the ZTZ. And ZTZ, we can see sitting your screen in the trees. Abrams on the other side. If the Abrams is able to get the kill and get the jump, then this might completely change the tide of the game. Abrams might have a shot. Doesn't see it yet. ZTZ line it up, and they impact the siding. The stone fence protects the Abrams. Abrams, not sure if they still have a shot. Oh, it protects both. ZTZ now gets the first shot, and they're at... Oh, they're at the repair station. Abrams, again, with another impact into the stone siding. ZTZ coming out. And just as they've done all game, there it is. There's the second, and the ZTZs are going to pounce. Nice impact, but it is going to be no match. It is once again a 2v1. Chinese armor has just been ruthless. And there you go. Abrams staring it right in the face. ZTZ's unrelenting. And most of these shots actually for the Abrams right into that frontal turret armor. Deflecting off, non-pins, doesn't matter. Chinese armor with an exclamation mark, underlined bold. There you go. 38 tickets to 1. And China with the game. 38 ticket victory.
Listen, with all due respect, you should be roasted, my guys.
164 tickets to 100, or kills to 178. It really comes down to these armor squads. Armor for the PLA coming up clutch. Jeez, oh my goodness, they're gonna watch that back and hate it.